It's the only fan-owned franchise here in the NFL. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheese heads on and have filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Green Bay Packers. The holidays have arrived. Thank you for spending a part of them with us. We're away in Week 16 on EA Sports. Nicole Hardman now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over at first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he drives it up to the 24. Cam Hart's up for the tackle that time.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 24-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Love out of the shotgun. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. Could make the hook up with Matthew Golden. So they're left facing third and long.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Throwing his love on third. Pass caught out right by Golden. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. Once more, it's Love. Kraft has it. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a 6-0 lead right away. The AT up and good for Moody. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Fielded at the 7. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Chargers getting set. First and 10. Now run here with Amari on Hampton. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
It's Hampton on second. And you won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they can be facing third down to begin this ballgame.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Herbert. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Going to have to play from the deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
Has room down the left sideline. And he has it on the return all the way back for a touchdown. On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Now, Brock, you always tell me they're special for a reason. Quite the boost from their special teams on that score as they kick it away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Here's Hampton to open the drive. He needed his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got second and 4.
cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Quay Walker in to pick it off. There it goes. Pick six. Touchdown, Green Bay. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on the fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. As this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Herbert back to it after the pick. Escapes the pocket. And they give to him as he was trying to make something happen. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. It is 2nd down, Brock, and they've got a full 24 yards to go here after that sack. Shotgun gear to Hampton. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. Brought down by Rasul Douglas.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. This is a heater going deep. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. So once again, J.K. Scott out to punt it away. Gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Pause right. Let's go. Set.
Play action. Love. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Jar it loose, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. 4th down coming up. The Packers send out their punting unit. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Oh, he nearly coffin cornered that one. Just a little too far, and it's out of the side of the end zone for a touchback. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert now, blitz coming. They'll touch him down a couple of yards away from that marker. He started the string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
Herbert with a blitz coming. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Hey, Ram.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Johnson on the sideline. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
It's Herbert once more. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Herbert throwing again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't get it to Aronde Gadsden the second. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. So 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Herbert to throw once more. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that set. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. It's McCole Hardman back deep for the Packers. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. This our last play of the quarter.
Come on, ready.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 21-0 our score. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Target that time, Jaden Reed. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Down. 50. Down.
3rd and long for him here. Screen here for Kamara. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness that's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At their own 26-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Hampton. Through the 2nd level at the 40. Has a hole left, room to run. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers get it back to a 14-point game. The Chargers just about ready. And there they go, sending it away. Hardman with a return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Ready.
The give on 2nd to Kamara. Up the sideline, past the 45. Down the sideline, inside the 30. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers make it a 3-possession game. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Moody knocks that extra point through. And the Packers stretch their lead to 21. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. His return starts at the 5. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Catch made left side by McConkey. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, get the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like the goal.
Tough one to retain through that hit. And that'll bring up second down. Herbert from the gun. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off by Ncaa. And the Packers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. So first down from the 41.
The Packers take over first and 10.
Ready?
Love now off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Going all the way to the end zone here. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Chargers will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line. Chargers getting set. First and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Hampton gets the handoff. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. Omari on Hampton. And he will have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers get it back to a 14-point game.
Chargers 14.
The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is first and 10.
52. Ready.
And off to Jacobs to start the drive. This drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7.
6. Mega.
Now a toss. This is Jacobs. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Okay, ready?
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Set. Ready. Red. 38. Fight. 97.
Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. He's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. As that running back's come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down, he made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
So call it a half dozen on that run block. It's second down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Down. 10 black, ready.
Now Love on the play fake. Going deep here for the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Packers stretch their lead to 21.
Chargers 14.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Showing a little burst so far. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. That one's complete. Amari on Hampton. And in a blink, they are out to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Los Angeles.
Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. He finds Johnston. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. First and 10. Here's Hampton. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Now is Keandre Lambert-Smith on the target. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Looking slant route, complete. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
It's inside the 10. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7. Offense in the hurry up here.
4 yards. First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now Herbert to throw. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers chop some of the lead off before the half. Ladd McConkey with a touchdown. Dicker on now for the PAT.
Dicker for the extra point.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chargers get it back to a 14-point game.
Chargers 21.
Chargers just about ready. And there they go, sending it away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 33. Ready.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Working quickly here.
Fight, six.
That's good. We're up, Packers.
Ready.
First down.
Love now on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the first. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
2-yard line.
First down from the 42.
Set.
Love from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 28. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. And caught by his back. Camaro. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Set. Cut. Cut.
Stick it in the air. Love. He rolls to his right. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point. You know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over. But I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
Return starts from the goal line. Takes it, and there it is. He just kept choosing to go backward, partner. And now he's all the way in his own end zone for a safety. Cannot believe it. I sense some indecisiveness in what he was doing on that return right there, Brock.
I think you sensed correct. Listen, you take it out of the end zone on return, you better burn the boats. No looking back. You retreat back towards that goal line, well, you're putting yourself in serious danger.
That penalty accepted. One last play before the break.
Ready.
Throwing here just before halftime. He lofts one deep, center of the field. That one connects. And somehow they reach the end zone with no time remaining in the half.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on the fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body to try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers continue piling on to this lead.
21.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. He fields it from the 8. He's going well so far. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you, the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. That's exactly what they did.
backfield finds Lambert Smith. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That one hits for 30. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Taking a chance to the end zone. Could be the goal line. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive. Go and get your job done.
Herbert's going to look to throw for this. And he has it in the end zone for 2, and that's going to chip away a little bit of that deficit. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Love. Right side. Oh, he loses the football. Picked up by the Chargers. And they can't cobble a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field.
This really should be the last place and the last down you expect to fumble on. There's still 2, 3, maybe more to work with. Just take care of the ball. Go down when you're hit and set up for 2nd down.
Going on first is Herbert. Complete here to Hampton. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down. New set of downs from 37.
A gain of 14. And the Chargers first down.
Let's go.
Herbert on first down. It's his running back. It's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They're going to throw out of the gun. Pass is caught at the 9. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Cap. Let's go. Ready?
Now run with Hampton.
Situational football. Looking at 1st and goal, these defenses know what's coming at them. More often than not, a run play. It really is better to throw the ball unless you've got a way to disguise the run, and there was no disguising on that one.
Line up the design keeper. The defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. It keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Third and goal. Here's Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal. The Chargers sending out Dicker the kicker to add 3 to the board. The It's a 36-yard look for him. Dicker connects there. And that lowers the deficit to 15.
It's kind of a weird feeling, right? You know that you capitalize on the turnover and you technically scored points, but when you look up at that scoreboard, you have to do more with that takeaway.
The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Yellow. Hut.
Handoff running left. Jacobs. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
Hut.
Going run again with Jacobs. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Ready, ready. Black, 95. Set, go.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
And he gets him what he can, but still pretty deep in their own territory starting out.
Their own 14-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Lion.
Running it with Hampton. He dodged the tackle. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
First and 10, Herbert. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. Brought in by Gadsden. He won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, ram. Hey, count. Let's go. Hey. Ready.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Johnson finds the football, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd.
Every touchdown's got its own story, but for me, Kate, that one's all about courage. Courage of that receiver to run all the way across the field. Courage of the quarterback to know it's going to take a little extra time. That courage paid dividends for 6.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers get it back to within 1 score.
37. Chargers 39.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
A Nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Ooh, the wide receiver getting it to begin the drive. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. When you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
Love with it on first down. The screen pass falls incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Blue 32, red cycle. Set.
Back to the air. Love. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent, when you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
Connects with fans. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Ready up.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
10 cycles.
Loves to throw again. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. The Packers with it. They have the lead late, but this game is close. Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down.
Go 3 red. Let's go now. Black 40. Ready?
Throw here, 3rd down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find the throwing lane. And you couldn't do it on that one. It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late. It puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. He's going to field this at the 2. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Herbert. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
And they need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. from the gun here. It's Herbert. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
They're in long for him here. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. There he goes, pick 6, touchdown Green Bay. Defense getting in on the fun block with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively, because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
This makes it up to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Chargers getting set. 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
Herbert back to it after the pick. Downfield, and he has McConkey. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. 1 play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Into the hands of Gadsden, complete. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Home to try.
Herbert from the gun. Completed to his running back. He's got it in the red zone. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's going to give the Chargers a 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
From the red zone now. It's on the turf, ball's out, he lost it. And they say the Packers got to this one.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, and they're going to give you a shot at, go punch that ball loose and get a body on it for the recovery.
Ready? Love now, off the play action. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
This is close, but he is not in the end zone, Brock. By less than a yard, they avoid the safety. But boy, that was close.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on 3rd?
Come on, set.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Tackle made right around the 26. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
Didn't take a rocket scientist to know, Kate. They wanted to get the ball in this guy's hands any way they could, not just in the passing game. He just showed you why. This defense not prepared for his impact on the ground.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back sorry. We did not give you any chance.
The give here on second. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle them up before it came to fruition.
Here we ready.
Third and long. Here's Love. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. They connect on the deep shot. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
He takes it down to the 33. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll give the Packers the first. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Packers very close to an 11th win this season. First down now, ball at the 33.
Here we go. Ready?
They stick with Jacobs. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
On second down, Jacobs. And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be third down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, springing a big play on that one, it's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
So a historic venue in football sees yet another win as the Packers take this one at Lambeau. And with the start they had in that first quarter, Brock, it is no surprise to see
try it again. Starting me over right back at the end.
When was the last time you were afraid? I haven't been afraid a day in my life.
The dead don't die, the heart still beats, head held high, I haunt these streets, lies kill me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. Knock me down, 6 feet deep, one more round, no reprieve. Lies kill me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. In the mirror, no reflection. Another day, just another resurrection. Where's the glory? Just another story. I won't be the ending that was written for me. And I'm never running, so try it again. Starting me over right where it began.
It's pretty boring, isn't it? This existence. Might as well not take fear off the table.
The dead don't die, the heart still beats, head held high, I haunt these streets, lies kill me 100,000 times. You can try,